In 1947, this station was failing so badly that nobody was listening. Within a year, they had reinvented radio forever. As you look around this area today, it's right along Union Avenue. You can see there's several fast food establishments and McDonald's, Burger King, Five Guys, but a pretty popular street. But this is what Memphis looked like back in 1947 when a young radio guy by the name of John Pepper and his friend Bert Ferguson got together and decided to start a new radio station. At that time, Memphis had about a population of 300,000 people and was the 7th largest city in the Mid-South. With Bert as the manager, they decided they would try a country format. The only problem was, after a year, nobody was listening and they were in financial troubles. So Bert decided to try something different. And that different thing was to head down to Beale Street to see if he could find his next radio announcer. At the time, there was a man by the name of Nat D who was an MC on Beale Street. And not only that, he was also writing for the local black newspaper and several other black newspapers across the United States. Let's also remember that he was a teacher at Booker T. Washington High School during the day. At the time, Nat D. was the host of the hottest show in town on Tuesday nights on Beale Street at the Palace Theater. He was the MC of the local talent night, where folks from all over the Mid-South and Memphis would come to compete for money prizes. The show was also co-hosted by Memphis legend Rufus Thomas. He once said of the Apollo Theater in New York that audience could be so tough it could even boo their own mother off the stage. He said the crowds at the Palace were even more tough. The meeting between Bert and Nat D. must have went very well, because within a few weeks he was told to get ready. He would be hosting his own show on WDIA. At 4 o'clock on October 25th, 1948, Nat D. went on the air by playing Stompin' at the Savoy and hosting his very own radio show, making him the South's very first black radio announcer. After he was off the air, the phone lines lit up and they wanted to hear more from Nat D. He would go on to host the show that would become known as the Tan Town Jubilee. As Nat D. popularity grew, more black entertainers came over to WDIA. Folks like Ford Nelson, Rufus Thomas, Willa Monroe, Joe Hill Lewis, and even a very young B.B. King. Within a short time, their entire programming switched from country music to all black programming, making them the very first black formatted radio station in the United States. In 1954, they were doing extremely well and became America's first 50,000-watt black radio station, programmed entirely for the black population. Now, on any single day, they could reach 10% of the entire black population in the United States. Bert had no idea that putting Nat D. on the radio that day would revolutionize radio as it is today. And if you would like to know more about WDIA, Nat D. Early Beale Street, a book I highly recommend is this one right here. It's Wheelin' on Beale, written by Louis Cantor. He also did a great book on Dewey Phillips. Make sure you check that one out too. WDIA just didn't change Memphis, it changed American music forever. If you dig this story, I got a lot more coming to you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of our stories right here on Retro Road Trip. Thanks for joining us on this Retro Road Trip. If you're digging these rock and roll stories, hit that subscribe button and catch new adventures every Friday. Got a favorite music, city, or legend? Let us know in the comments. See you down the road.
Sit, Elvis, sit.
Woof.
Good dog.